Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of The Social Connection. It's your program about social media news, the trends you talked about and the videos you shared. Well, I'm Venkatraman and with me is Shreya Upadhyay.
Thanks Venkat. Welcome everybody, and in this episode we'll take you through the top trends, the latest news and everything that kept social media platforms busy. But first up, let's take a look at what we have in store for you.
Government directs officials to address call drop problem urgently.
YouTube quietly launches its Spinoff platform for video gamers. Well, first up, to curb the menace of call drops, Telecom Minister Ravi Shankar Prasar has asked mobile operators to optimize their networks. He promised them full support on policy front, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi had on Monday voiced concern over call drops and directed officials to resolve the problem urgently. Here's more in this report.
Plagued by the vexed problem of call drops, telecom regulator TRAI on Friday proposed the service provider should compensate mobile subscribers for call drops and poor quality of services. The Telecom Regulatory Authority of India floated a consultation paper on Friday seeking public view on the proposal. The regulator proposed that any call which gets dropped within 5 seconds would not be charged. And in case a call gets dropped any time after 5 seconds, the last pulse of the call should not be included for the purpose of charging. TRAI has come out with the paper more than a week after Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed concern on call drop problem being faced by consumers across country. At present, TRAI levies penalty on telecom operators for failing to meet service quality benchmarks. Earlier, government has asked mobile operators to reinforce their infrastructure to overcome the problem of call drops. Union Telecom Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that the government has approved setting up of mobile towers and government buildings and urged private mobile operators to customer satisfaction as their priority.
If call drop is an issue causing concern for the country, the telecom operators need to rise to the occasion. They cannot escape their responsibility and their accountability, both.
Prime Minister asked officials to solve this problem on an urgent basis because it has a direct impact on the common man. In a statement issued by the PMO, officials were asked to ensure that in future there was no difficulty in voice connectivity and data connectivity.
The Department of Telecommunication has been very proactive, namely permitting government buildings for installation of BTS towers, writing to chief ministers to permit the use of state buildings, permitting in-building solutions in big government complexes so that the load on a spectrum is not there. A spectrum sharing guideline has been approved. A spectrum trading guideline will also come shortly.
Frequent call drops have increased in the recent months. Telecom operators say shutting down of mobile towers and radiation fears, as also lack of spectrum, are the major reasons for call drops. They say between 7,000 and 10,000 towers have been locked or shut down across major cities and have asked for a national policy for installation of mobile towers.
YouTube launched its spin-off platform for video gamers on Wednesday evening. YouTube Gaming is a dedicated app and website focusing exclusively on gaming content with a greater emphasis on live streams. The site is trialing a music service called Music Key and has also launched a curated app for children in the United States. Take a look.
YouTube Gaming goes live on the web, Android and iOS platforms. The company claims that its game streaming platform offers faster and seamless gaming experience. The interface of the platform shows the users a list of featured channels and popular channels. Gamers can also find the list of trending games through the Games tab and can even browse by channel through the Channels tab. Through the Games tab, user can look for upcoming events and competitions taking place for a particular game. The service will allow 60 FPS streaming and the ability to easily convert streams into archived YouTube videos. YouTube Gaming bets big on live streamed and archived gaming videos with separate pages for more than 25,000 games. Users also get a customized feed of the gaming channel they follow, complete with notification when each channel is live. YouTube Gaming is an offshoot of YouTube that features both live and on-demand video game content. YouTube Gaming looks considerably different than plain old YouTube, with all-black interface that puts a stream of popular game-related videos front and center. As with standard YouTube, users can follow channels to stay on top of their content.
That was beautiful.
Unlike standard YouTube, users can also follow specific games to ensure the users will never miss the latest League of Legends match or crazy Street Fighter comeback. YouTube Gaming makes games the third entertainment category to get special attention from Google's online video service. Following music and children's videos, music streaming service YouTube Music Key remains in beta testing, while the YouTube Kids app launched in the US in February 2015. All of this means YouTube Gaming is going head-to-head with Twitch, a site that Amazon bought for nearly $1 billion last year.
Well, now we are heading for a short commercial break. We have lots of interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned.
Now the national news channel of India, live on your mobile phone. Get the news on the go. Watch top videos, get the latest news and continuous news on your mobile phone. Download DD News app now. Visit the Android Play Store, search for DD News, download the app to your phone. Get the power of information at your fingertips. DD News. Only news, complete news.
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज की रेस से हटकर
खबरें कुछ अच्छी भी हैं।
खबरें जो बढ़ाएंगी हौसला और विश्वास।
उम्मीद भरी खबरें जो लाएंगी मुस्कान। गुड न्यूज इंडिया।
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back. You must be familiar with the top trending topics of the week, but here's a quick wrap of the trends that rule different social media platforms.
Giving relief to lakhs of ex-servicemen, the Union government has announced the implementation of one rank, one pension for the armed forces on Saturday. It will be implemented from the 1st of July 2014 with the base year as 2013. The OROP scheme will involve an additional expenditure of 8 to 10,000 crore rupees. Government estimates that rupees 10,000 to 12,000 crore will be the cost of OROP arrears. This made #OROP scheme one of the top trending topics on Twitter and Facebook. Facebook has set a new record this week. The social media giant reaches a new milestone after recording 1 billion users in one day. But what is a billion? Really, what is it? Well, it's 1 in 7 of the world's population, all using the social networking site on Monday. Just 3 years ago, Facebook said it had 1 billion users a month. Now it's managed that many in 24 hours. This made the social network a trending topic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday interacted with students across the country ahead of the Teachers' Day celebration, which marks the birthday of second President of India, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Around 800 students and 60 teachers from different schools in Delhi participated in the event at an auditorium. Students from other states too joined the program through video conference. Prime Minister Modi also launched the Kala Utsav website, an initiative of the Human Resource Development Ministry to promote arts in the academic session of students in school all over the country. On the occasion, the Prime Minister also released a commemorative coin of 125 rupees and 10 rupees in the honor of Dr. Radhakrishnan. This made Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan one of the top trends on various social media sites. Janmashtami, which marks the divine birth of Lord Shri Krishna, is being celebrated with great fervour throughout the country. Extending his greetings on the auspicious occasion of Janmashtami, President Pranab Mukherjee said that let us on this day imbibe the teaching of Lord Krishna, which proclaimed the triumph of virtue and righteousness over intolerance and narrowness of mind. Vice President Hamid Ansari also extended his warm greetings and good wishes. In his message, Vice President said that Janmashtami reminds us of Lord Krishna's eternal message of spiritual wisdom, the Bhagavad Gita, which has been a source of inspiration for the entire mankind. The European Commission has accused Google of distorting internet search results, favouring its own shopping service at the expense of rivals. But in a 150-page rebuttal, Google has rejected the EU antitrust charges, saying they are wrong. The European Commission will study Google's defence before deciding how to proceed. It's a legal battle which could become one of the most sensitive competitive cases of the internet era, and arguments may rumble on for a long time to come. If found guilty, the company could receive a hefty fine. Bollywood music composer Adesh Srivastav, who was in a critical condition, passed away in Mumbai on Saturday. Adesh Srivastav was being treated for cancer at Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital. He turned 49 a day before on 4th September. He got his first break with the 1993 film Kanyadan, and his last film as a music composer is Welcome Back, which hit the screens on 4th September. Over the course of his career, Srivastav had composed music for over 100 Hindi films including Chalte Chalte, Babul, Bagban, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, Rajniti and others. World's shortest man Chandra Bahadur Dangi from Nepal died in a hospital on Friday in Samoa Islands in US. The 76-year-old Dangi, who was a resident of Dang district in Nepal, breathed his last at Lyndon B. Johnson Tropical Medical Center in United States. He was suffering from pneumonia and was admitted at the hospital last Friday. The photographs of 3-year-old Aylan Kurdi, his lifeless body washed up onto a Turkish beach, forced the current refugee crisis onto front pages, home pages and Facebook feeds across the world this week. The picture taken on Wednesday morning depicted the dark-haired toddler wearing a bright red t-shirt and shorts washed up on a beach lying face down in the surf not far from Turkey's fashionable resort town of Bodrum. Within hours, it had gone viral, becoming the top trending picture on Twitter under the hashtag Ki Yaya Vuran Insanlik, meaning humanity washed ashore. Aylan was one of 5 children reported dead from a group of 23 Syrians travelling to Greece in smugglers' boat with the hope to start a better life.
Inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dream of digital India, a tea seller in Vadodara city is providing free Wi-Fi facility at his shop. The free internet service has led to Bagul's popularity in the area and a surge in his business.
Inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dream of a digital India, a tea seller in the Vadodara city of Gujarat is providing free Wi-Fi facility at his shop. Scores of people visit Sanjay Bagul's Om Sai Tea Centre every day to enjoy tea and browse free internet. Bagul, who is in the tea business for 35 years, said he was inspired by Prime Minister's Digital India campaign, which was launched on 1st July.
ये प्रेरणा मुझे मोदी साहब से मिली हुई है। जो मोदी साहब ने जो डिजिटल इंडिया बनाने का जो सपना देखा हुआ है, उससे मैं भी एक प्रेरणा लिया है और उसी हिसाब से मैंने काम किया हुआ है। लोगों को सुविधा मिले, लोगों को जो नई जनरेशन है उनको उसका लाभ मिले, क्या ये हेतु से मैंने ये काम शुरू किया है सर।
India is reinvigorating an $18 billion campaign to provide fast internet connections for all and is aiming to popularize Prime Minister Modi's Digital India campaign promise to connect 250,000 villages in India by 2019. The free internet service has led to Bagul's popularity in the area and a surge in his business. People visiting Bagul's tea stall are more than happy to avail the free service.
इनने जो वाईफाई चालू किया है तो बहुत ही अच्छी चीज़ है ये, और दोस्तों को मिलना होता है, अपना खुद का काम हो जाता है, और इंटरनेट से जो हमारा जो दूसरा जो बिलिंग है या एक्स्ट्रा कुछ काम है तो हम आराम से यहाँ बैठे बैठे दोस्तों के साथ बैठ के बातचीत करके और ये इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं.
On 4th July, Pachgaon in India's western state of Maharashtra became the first village in the country to avail Wi-Fi connection free of cost. The government's push for technology, which plans to provide electronic governance and universal phone connectivity across the country, aims to bridge India's digital divide, bringing in large investments in technology manufacturing. Well, don't go anywhere as we are heading for a short commercial break. We have a lot of interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned.
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज की रेस से हटकर
खबरें कुछ अच्छी भी हैं।
खबरें जो बढ़ाएंगी हौसला और विश्वास।
उम्मीद भरी खबरें जो लाएंगी मुस्कान। गुड न्यूज इंडिया।
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Now the national news channel of India, live on your mobile phone. Get the news on the go. Watch top videos, get the latest news and continuous news on your mobile phone. Download DD News app now. Visit the Android Play Store, search for DD News, download the app to your phone. Get the power of information at your fingertips. DD News. Only news, complete news.
Well, months after launching the Facebook Moments photo sharing app in the United States, the social networking giant has rolled out the app in India, and it is now available for Android and iOS users via Google Play and the App Store. Facebook has updated the app as well, introducing a new video feature which creates an automated video collage of photos, a minimum of 6 images, and with music as well. Take a look.
Okay, let's say you're somewhere with friends, like a road trip or a wedding.
Facebook has introduced the new photo sharing app dubbed Moments in India. It is now available for Android and iOS users.
Taking pictures with your phones. Everyone says they'll send them around later, but when does that ever happen? If you bug your friends, you might get some of their pictures.
Facebook has updated the app as well, introducing a new video feature which creates an automated video collage of photos, a minimum of 6 images, and with music as well. The company made the announcement via a video uploaded on Vimeo. With Facebook's facial recognition software, users can grab anything that features what it recognizes as an image featuring Facebook friend.
All the photos are gathered together in a private place where you and your friends can relive the good times. You can post your favorites to Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger.
Users can also search for photos of themselves and friends and also save photos other people sync.
Stop taking the same picture 10 times on 10 different phones.
These photographs from the Moments app can also be shared on social networking platforms such as Facebook, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram. Facebook's feature makes music videos out of pictures in addition to its Moments app.
You're all probably taking pictures with your phones. Everyone says they'll send them around.
The company unveiled Moments in June as the standalone app to solve the problem of friends who take photos of you and never share them. The app scans your camera roll and uses facial recognition tech to group your photos based on when you took them and which friends you were with. It will now automatically create a video of your shared photos, which you can customize, personalize, and share back to Facebook.
Then, with a single tap, you can sync them with the friends who are there, and they can sync their pictures with you.
With the update, Facebook Moments will automatically create a music video for any grouping of 6 or more photographs. You can then tap this video in the app to customize it further by changing the included photos and selecting from about a dozen different background music options.
Stop taking the same picture 10 times on 10 different phones.
Well, it's time to see all the feedback that you sent in on our Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, that's the end of our show. Continue sending in your feedback, comments as you have been on ddnews.com@gmail.com, on our Twitter handle DD News Live, of course on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel.
Absolutely, and we hope you enjoyed the show. And before we sign off, we leave you with an interesting video. See you again next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Across the villages and towns of India, over 100 million kitchens use more than 250 million tons of firewood every year. Traditional cook stoves also consume vast amounts of fuel, burdening the lives of millions of women who have to walk many miles to collect firewood. Jayamma, who lives in a small village in the state of Karnataka, recalls the drudgery.
ಆವಾಗ ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೌದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತರಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಕಾಡಿಗೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಟ. ಆದರೂ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ ಸೌದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು. ಬೇಗ ಅಡುಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಾತ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಸಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಕಣ್ಣೆಲ್ಲ ಉರಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
It was the same story for almost every family in the small village of Chamalapur, Karnataka. What made matters worse was that the practice threatened the very existence of the fragile, biodiverse-rich forest area that the community lived in.
These villages are located at the fringe area of BR Hills, which is a rich biodiversity forest. Unfortunately, this increasing population, a lot of deforestation is going on for cultivating land as well as for firewood.
In 2009, the community began installing scientifically designed smokeless cook stoves, supported through an initiative by UNDP and the Global Environment Facility's Small Grants Program. The small change in the design of the stove that expelled smoke from the room through a pipe made a big change in the lives of the women and children. It significantly lowered indoor pollution.
ಆವಾಗ ಇವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಲೆಯಿಂದ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಅದ, ಸೌದಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹಿಡಿಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು. ಹೊರಗಡೆನೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೊ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು. ಆವಾಗ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಲ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಯಿತು.
As the idea of the smokeless cook stove caught on, the women of the village began installing it themselves, under the guidance of a trained village mason. Today, close to 900 households in 10 villages have smoke-free kitchens.
ಅಸ್ತ್ರ ಒಲೆಯಿಂದ ಬೇಗ ಎದ್ದು ಬೇಗ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೌದಿನ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗ್ಳಿಗಾಗ 15 ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಥರ ಸೌದಿನ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ತಂದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇಗ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
With more time on their hands, the women have taken to learning new skills.
The first is that it improves the health of women, but also their families and their quality of life. The second is that it also builds resilience of forests because it reduces firewood consumption. And thirdly, which is very exciting, and also shows how communities can contribute to reducing the effects of climate change.
The initiative has demonstrated the possibility of reducing the consumption of firewood by 50% and halving the carbon dioxide emissions.